To sum up our discussion on optimizing brain function, let's pick up where we left off yesterday. As we said, that signal sent between nerves involves electrical conduction, also involves these chemicals. Now, when that electrical signal is sent, it goes through the long part of the neuron, the axon. It's surrounded by what's called a myelin sheath. Now, that's made up of fats and amino acids, and actually vitamins B9 and B12 are involved in maintaining it. Now, these things called oligodendrocytes help to form that myelin in the first place, and they require iron. That electrical potential within the cell, or that charge, is maintained by vitamin B1 in part. So, at least that's one of B1's functions. So, what are all the foods that we want to get? More important than all these mechanisms, right? Well, we talk about the B vitamins a lot here. Right? The B vitamins are really good for our nerves. We talked about vitamin C. We talked about potassium. We talked about iron. We talked about a bunch of things. And the foods we find them in are fish, leafy greens, and berries. Primarily, as we said yesterday, they also help to reduce inflammation in the brain. And inflammation is also associated with near every chronic disease, right? So that just bodes well to reduce it in general, right? Not just for your brain, for your body. But aside from that, we have nuts and seeds. We have lean meats, especially our fatty fish. When we talk about fish like salmon and mackerel and tuna, herring, right? Sardines and anchovies are also great. Even dark chocolate is great for your brain. You want to get one that has a high amount of pure cacao. Pure cacao nibs would be top, right? But they're really bitter. So if you like dark chocolate, go for something that's about 80% plus pure dark chocolate. But those pumpkin seeds, those squash seeds, those hemp seeds, chia seeds, flax seeds, those are great, right? And you can take those, you can put some frozen blueberries and raspberries. Blueberries are like the best thing ever for your brain, in terms of improving memory and attention and in terms of a food, right? Now, coffee is probably king for that immediate effect you feel, but blueberries are phenomenal for you. And aside from all that stuff, we can't forget things like broccoli, things like our leafy greens. So really get a lot of fruits and vegetables, fruits that are lower in the glycemic index. You hear that all the time growing up, but they're great for your brain. And really don't skip out on the lean meats, and don't forget something like eggs. So what's a common denominator here? Well, eggs grow into an animal, These seeds are growing into plants, right? Now, at least between those, it's interesting. You would think that something that will form some organism will have a lot of nutrition packed into it. And you shouldn't go around eating baby fetuses, but this is true for plants, for at least seeds, and for eggs, right? And when you look at fish, just chock full of all the B vitamins, pretty much have all of them. When you look at lean meat, it pretty much has all of them. Eggs have pretty much all of them, not to mention vitamins A, D, E, and K. They have choline. We talked about choline involved in the brain. So these are all a few staples that you really want to make sure you can incorporate into your daily diet, guys. So that's what we got for you guys. What's up, Johnny? How you doing? Happy birthday, the happiest of birthdays. I know it will be because I'm here for it. And I'm a pretty cool guy. Margaret, the love of my life. Happy birthday. If you're wondering what's behind my head here, what do we got? These are balloons. These are Margaret's balloons. These are 2 of them. We got more than that. And Marge, I am not going to rap about you today. But I am looking at you right now. I'm looking at your beautiful face through this window. And your hair is actually blown in the wind. It's very majestic and fitting. And, I couldn't be at a happier place in my life right now. I really couldn't. You're such a pure soul. And you're my best friend. You'll always be my best friend. And any questions that I have about what's going to happen in the future, where we're going to end up, what we're going to end up doing, where we're going to end up practicing, we were talking about before, and we've had so many great conversations, so it's hard for me to kind of sum all that up in just this one video. But, I know it's all going to be fun not just okay, it's going to be fun, and I'm excited, and I can't wait to take it all on. I really mean that. And I think it's so important to have excitement for things you do every day in general, to have a passion and a love for life. And when I look at you, that's what I see in a person. You have the fire, you really do. You have the fire for life. You have that zest. You'll send a karate kick up to the right shoulder and I will defend it, but you will send it there with athleticism. So I'm confident that our kids will be able to do well in sports and have confidence and have fun throughout their lives, but also be crazy and make me want to rip my hair out and probably destroy everything valuable that I have. That's material, but that's okay. I'm prepared for that, and it's worth it. And, I always say my favorite thing about you is your heart. That is my favorite thing. That'll always be my favorite thing. But I think your craziness is up there too. I think that's up there too, because I never know what the hell to expect, and I think I really enjoy that. I know I really enjoy that, because I'm kind of the same way, I guess. If you're predictable, you're boring. If you're unpredictable, you can only hope it's in some good way that comes from someone that's pure of heart. You don't have to worry about what's going to happen if the genuineness and the good intentions are always there, And by the way, what's, arguably equally as important as all of this is Margaret is literally the most gorgeous girl. I mean, yeah, that's really big, That's not the primary reason, like I said. It's not with some shallow purpose that I'm with her, but it's definitely a really great perk. It's a great perk. And, we're going to have such great lives. I know that. We're going to have so much fun, no matter what the hell we do. I'm just excited to see what life brings for both of us. And, I think another thing that I love is your self-criticism, your willingness to improve yourself. Because if somebody doesn't have that, you can't instill that in them, and just like your fire for life, you can't instill that in somebody either. So that's essential that, somebody just innately has that within them. And that'll carry over to every single thing that you do, every single thing that we do. It'll always reflect good energy upon me, and it'll make me better, and I love that, and not to mean that in a selfish way, but really the best part is that you'll do it for yourself. And, if we each build ourselves all the time, and it's very fitting for When Wellness, because it's the same type of concept as, we want to instill that in other people. You build yourself up, we build ourselves up. She builds herself up, you build yourselves up, and then everybody at the end of the day is just doing their best, and everybody is happy, and everybody's achieving everything they've ever wanted, and we're only here to accentuate those great qualities in one another. And you're the epitome of that for me. You really are. You really are. So we're going to have an amazing day. And, if any of you girls out there on Instagram were curious, I officially am in love with Margaret. So that is a thing. She is here. The birthday girl, Sergeant Margin, making an appearance. You're the best. I love you so much.
I love you so much.
Happy
You're the
birthday.
best.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We're going to go on a hike, and we're going to have a great time. We don't really even aren't positive where we're going to go yet. One or two places, but it's going to be great. We're going to have the best day ever. Sun's shining on you.
Happy When Wellness.
Yeah, baby. When Wellness. Love talk time. You guys have an absolutely fantastic rest of the day. I'm going to go do the same. That's for damn sure. We're going to go party. We're going to go maybe dance on the mountain somewhere. There's really not many mountains around here, but we're hiking. We're going to have fun. Enjoy the rest of your day. This is absolutely forever Margaret's Day in the book of When Wellness. And it always will be, every single year. So I'm sorry if your birthday also falls on this day. You get shafted on this day, so it's not going to work out for you. But, happy birthday to you too, I guess, if you're out there. But this one's for Margaret. Love you.
Love you.
Who do we got on here? Let's say hello to the people. Super Bad. How you doing, my friend?
Hope you're doing super good.
Hope you're doing super good. Margaret said that. It's funny. Hud, what's up, man? Stefan Apple Blue. Eric North. Roddy Naranjo. Vegas Baby. What's up, Ma? Andrew and Franco. How are you, my friend? Evil Tires. Johnny. I love you, man. Guillermo. Expressive Mano Salva. Good to see you guys on here again. The Fat Jessica. Brandon Malone. What's up, brother? Art is Life. Judith. That's Rhonda. Meg, what's going on? Tor Richardson, my man. Appreciate you. Love what you put out there. MVP. Dapper Dalal. Hey, Miggy. What's going on? Daddy Kip. What's up, brother? How you doing? Kiki. And Tolindo Escalante. James Costos. Good to see you on here again. Guys, have a fantastic rest of your day. It's all we got for you, folks. We'll see you tomorrow, baby. Not sure where, not sure when. But we'll see you then. Enjoy your day. Happy wellness. See you later. Bye, Jose. Thanks for hopping on.